Well, there is a technology definition of smart. And if you look at what's happening in the world outside, we see three very clear technology trends that's going to affect many things, the way we live, the way we work, in very profound ways. So the first of this is the computerization of things. So your car, the Fitbit you wear, your smartphone, even your fridge is becoming computerized. The second part is what we call hyperconnectivity. So people are moving their transactions online. You shop online, you book your airline seat online, and you interact with your friends online. But when things become computerized, they too go online. And so you have an immense network of people making transactions with things also hooked online. So no longer a computerized fridge, but a network of fridges, just to take that as an example. And the third trend that we see is really the power of computing continuing to rise. So you have a network of human interactions happening online. You have things that are tied to the network, and you have now the ability to make sense of all these things happening together. So three trends: computerization of things, hyperconnectivity, and hypercomputing. But none of this will make a place smart. None of this will make Singapore smart, will make any city smart. It's about using such technologies to meet human needs, to meet societal needs that's important. Everyone has a role because it is a national effort. For the government, it's about putting in place the enabling infrastructure. It's about putting in place the enabling policies, encouraging the use of open data, and so on. So that's the role of the government, and only government can play that role. But government does not have a monopoly on the best ideas, especially in the area of technology, which is moving so fast. So we are really looking to the private sector, companies, startups to come up with those ideas, to come up with the killer apps that really make a difference, move the needle for the resident, for the user, for the citizen. And of course, residents and citizens have a role to play in both as fellow innovators, giving feedback to applications, to ideas, to how to improve the transport system, to how to improve the estate, to how to better have a fall detection system, and so on. But also as users of the technology, in terms of going onto platforms and participating as a crowdsourced participant, as a co-developer, looking at different ways of using data and technology together with us. So everybody has a role to play. That's why it's a national thing.
I think, first of all, most cities are starting from a different position. Some cities are more advanced than others, and I think everybody's moving in a one-directional way, which is to draw better value from technology. Cities like Barcelona, for instance, have come a really long way, even so far as they've invited other cities to join them in something they've referred to as the Barcelona Protocol Society, which is a way for cities to share and engage and draw insights from each other and share best practices. And they do this by defining a set of key performance indicators that they gladly share with one another. And you know, it's not a competition of which city is the first or the cities that is the best, but they're all moving in the same direction. And I think they're showing a great leadership for other cities by doing so. Yeah, I think in many ways Singapore is a role model for other cities in terms of what they've been able to do with technology and to bring together, you know, smart sensors and you know, making you know, this available through education and pervasively through the city and the country. I think in many ways most cities are facing such severe challenges in terms of complexities of being able to manage and run their cities, urbanization, putting more pressure onto their critical infrastructure. There is no option but to leverage technology to address those problems. And having organizations and countries and you know, public-private partnerships coming together to address those issues are really, really important. There are many private-public partnerships in Singapore, as there is in Barcelona, and some of the leading-edge technology of bringing technology to their cities. And in that way, we welcome the opportunity to work with any of those cities to show the way for others to follow suit. I think, we're learning all the time. And we're drawing value from technology all the time. The new horizon of the Internet of Things, but also couple that together with machine learning. Let me offer you Skype as an example. We're now at a stage in beta that is available for people to be able to use Skype Translator. So I would speak in my native Swedish to you, you would speak English back to me, and it would translate the conversation. So with multiple language and machine learning, the more that is being used by people, the better the quality of service becomes. So there are a great many examples of where machine learning kicks in, where we draw value from Internet of Things with sensors, with devices, with smart systems, with robots, with healthcare systems. When you tie them all together, we're going to get smarter and smarter and smarter over time. And with that, we're going to be safer, we're going to save lives, we're going to get better education, and we're going to live better lives.
The first challenge is to make sure that the technology and the equipment works. So we have to test out the types of sensors and the type of digital gateway and digital infrastructure that needs to go into your flat. Now, after we've done that, it's then to work also with a lot of companies to come up with the right type of smart applications that our residents actually want. And it is not so simple as us thinking of the technology and the application. Question is whether is it useful to the resident? Are they comfortable with the application? Do they know how to use it? And very importantly, is it affordable to them? So it's also about companies working with us to make sure that there's a good business model whereby the applications will be affordable to the residents. And of course, finally, we have to be mindful of the type of information that will be shared with the industry. We are also very mindful of privacy concerns. So I think these things would have to be sorted out over time.